A hall in Moscow, the late 1930s. The clapping will not stop. Palms sting, shoulders burn, older men gasp for air. And still, the applause goes on because eyes are watching and no one dares be first to rest. Minutes stretch into a small eternity until one man sits and is punished for it. That scene isn't just about fear. It's about a network that confuses noise for truth. Here's the unsettling question. When your feeds, sensors, and dashboards roar with activity, do you ever mistake volume for reality? And if the room never stops clapping, how would you know when it's time to sit down? For the next few minutes, hold that image of sore hands and forced smiles. Apply it now. Scan for places where you keep clapping because the network expects it. Yuval Noah Harari writes big human stories about information and power, how myths, documents, and now computers knit us together and pull us apart. In this book, he follows information networks from the Stone Age to AI to ask why we gain data and might lose wisdom. That matters for you, because life is lived inside networks, family chats, workplace tools, platforms, and their shape quietly shapes you. Apply it now. Notice the network that most shapes your day. This chapter sits right after the warning that the network is always on. If it never sleeps, its mistakes also never sleep. Here, Harari shows that information isn't the same thing as truth, and that networks, from secret police files to modern algorithmic systems, can create order by distorting reality. It matters now because your judgments, opportunities, and hopes are filtered through systems that feel authoritative even when they're wrong. Apply it now. Ask where you equate data with certainty. The core message is simple and sobering. Networks can be confidently systemically wrong, and the stronger they are, the more damage their errors do. To stay human, you must learn to doubt the network with courage and skill. Apply it now. Choose one claim you've always heard and look for where it might be mistaken. First, information is not truth. A network can watch everything you do, tag every click, and still misread who you are. In the Soviet story, applause measured loyalty, but it actually measured terror. Everyone's hands were busy, nobody's mind was free. Our era has its own versions. When attention becomes a proxy for accuracy, popularity crowds out reality. The louder the metric, the more it feels like proof. But clamor is not wisdom. Apply it now. When you see a chart spike, ask, what signal is this pretending to be? Second, surveillance tends to manufacture order, not discover it. The promise is safety, efficiency, fairness, yet the mechanism rewards conformity. In that hall, the rule was simple: keep clapping. In any tight network, the safest move is often the most visible one. People perform what the system measures, not what the truth demands. Modern dashboards do this too. When an input becomes a target, it slowly stops telling the truth. You optimize the number until it forgets what it stood for. Apply it now. Identify one metric in your life or work that's warping the behavior it was meant to guide. Third, powerful systems can get stuck in confident error. The more total the coverage, the more tempting it is to treat the map as the territory. That's when feedback loops harden. The network sees what it expects, recommends more of it, and punishes deviations. In the Stalinist tale, the first person to stop clapping proved the rule by being crushed by it. Today, when a system tags you as one thing, it nudges you toward being that thing again and again. Mistakes become identities. Apply it now. Look for one label you've been given: consumer type, risk score, kind of person, and refuse to live to it. Fourth, fixing fallibility is a political task, not just a technical one. The chapter doesn't end by promising a clever patch. It warns that no tool alone will save us. Culture, governance, and real conversation are required to check systems that are relentless and wrong. That's hard work. It means people with power must welcome dissent and citizens must practice it. It means slowing things down enough for correction to happen. The network will not ask you to do this. It rewards speed, not scrutiny. Apply it now. Invite one honest disagreement today and let it change your view by 1 degree. So let's gather the essentials. Networks run our world, but their confidence can exceed their understanding. The more complete the surveillance, the more tempting it becomes to confuse compliance with truth. Metrics meant to guide us can trap us. Labels meant to describe us can define us. And because error now scales at the speed of code, repair must scale at the speed of courage. Social courage, legal courage, the courage to stop clapping first. This is not a call to smash the machines. It's a call to keep them humanly accountable. For you, that means practicing a small form of civil disobedience against bad defaults. Question the metric, slow the loop, resist the label, welcome the dissent. If a network can be wrong about a country, it can be wrong about you. Apply it now. Choose one place to replace performance with honesty before the day ends. Here's your closing loop. Picture those aching hands and that trembling moment when one person sat down. The room learned something true because someone risked being seen as wrong by a system that was wrong. In your life, the applause might be a trend you feel forced to echo, a metric you chase without meaning, a label that clips your future. Tell me where you see the endless clapping today. Comment with one place you will stop and breathe and what you expect the network to do next. Then tonight, open the next chapter in this series on how democracies can still hold a conversation. Tap the video on the right to continue. And share this with one person whose hands are tired. Apply it now. Decide before you sleep where you'll sit down tomorrow.